Okay, listen up, you guys. Y'all already know Claressa Shields does not play when it comes to her man, Papoose. Now, word on the street was that these two had split, but Claressa basically said, "Not today, Satan." She hopped straight onto Facebook to shut down every single whisper. And her first post? Oh, it was a moment.
A victory meal for my mama-in-law. We got oxtails, we got cornbread, we got mac and cheese, we got turkey wings. And you got the guap about to eat on an empty stomach.
She wrote, "All I see is lies. Stop lying. Me and my man at his mama's house, eating a victory dinner that SHE cooked for me. I see I gotta start checking y'all eyes. We great over here. Nice try, hoes." And then she doubled down with, "Good morning. About to go eat my to-go plate from last night, bookies." Now here's the twist. I went digging for these so-called breakup rumors, y'all, and there was nothing. Not a single viral post, not a single juicy video. I checked IG. I checked Twitter. I checked TikTok. Nada. The only place this story exists is, wait for it, on Claressa's own Facebook. So maybe, she spotted a few shady comments somewhere and decided to turn it into a public declaration that she's still holding on to Papoose. But apart from that, ghost town. No blogs. No news. No one talking. Of course, some fans had a theory that Claressa just wanted to flex her cool with the mama status. But you and I both know this woman doesn't need an excuse to remind the world. That is her man. Her man. Her man. Loud. Proud. Territorial. And honestly, if Papoose ever did try to dip, he wouldn't just have to leave the house. He'd have to leave the country. Because Claressa? She'd be coming for him. Anyway, I want to know, have y'all seen any real evidence of this breakup talk? Drop it in the comments. But moving on. Next story, and phew, it's messy. Megyn Kelly just went off on Beyoncé over her new Levi's ad, and she did it publicly on Twitter. If you missed it, here's the setup. Ollie London TV posted, Beyoncé stars in a new ad campaign for Levi's. The singer appears with blonde, curly hair in fresh promo shots from the jean brand. The timing? Well, it came right as Sydney Sweeney's new American Eagle ad was getting dragged by liberal activists who were calling it racist. Megyn Kelly saw that, hit the retweet, and came swinging. This is the opposite of Sydney Sweeney's ad. Quite clearly, there is nothing natural about Beyoncé. Everything from her image to her fame to her success to her look, it's all bought and paid for. Screams artificial, fake, enhanced, trying too hard. And I know, some of y'all are already like, excuse me, what is this woman even talking about? Don't worry. I've got the full context on why Megyn went full nuclear, and trust me, it's not the first time she's aimed her fire at Beyoncé. So here's the setup, y'all. Actress Sydney Sweeney just did this American Eagle ad that's catching serious heat for what critics say has a racist undertone. Now, I can't roll the clip here, but let me paint the picture. Sydney is buttoning up her jeans while saying that jeans, wink, wink, are passed down from parents to kids, determining traits like hair color, personality, and even eye color. Then she drops, "My jeans are blue." And that's when the voiceover chimes in, Sydney Sweeney has great jeans. Cue the internet meltdown. Because the camera is focused on her blonde hair and blue eyes the whole time. People are saying, hold up, is she basically bragging that her genetics are superior? To many, it echoed the same tired, white blonde, blue-eyed is the ideal trope, something that smells way too close to white supremacy. Of course, the right-wing cavalry, including Trump, rushed in to defend Sydney. And that's where Megyn Kelly decided to swoop in with her latest jab, using Beyoncé's new Levi's ad as her comparison point. She basically said, look at wholesome, natural Sydney versus fake, artificial Beyoncé. But here's the tea. This is not the first time Megyn Kelly has locked horns with Beyoncé. Oh no. These two have history. When Beyoncé dropped her country album, a lot of folks got big mad. Megyn went on an Australian news show and basically shaded her, saying country music was doing just fine before Beyoncé dipped her big toe into the lane. Translation? You don't belong here and y'all are treating her like she's Jesus. Well, Beyoncé clapped back the way only Beyoncé can with receipts on the big screen. On her Cowboy Carter tour, she rolled a montage of haters, and there was Megyn Kelly front and center, her big toe comment playing for thousands to hear. And oh, that burned Megyn. She went on her show fuming. It came to my attention that Beyoncé, who's on some world tour reinventing herself as a country star, is running video of me during her concert. She had to scour the internet to find any criticism whatsoever, one tiny clip, so she could play the victim. But here's the thing, Megyn is acting like criticism of Beyoncé's country moves didn't exist. Girl, please. We all remember the 2016 CMA performance with the Dixie Chicks that sparked massive backlash. We're talking racist comments, you don't belong here rants, the whole 9 yards. The hate got so bad, the CMAs deleted the performance video entirely. So no, Beyoncé didn't have to go digging. The receipts are everywhere. Let's just be real. Megyn Kelly does not like Beyoncé. She's been coming for her for years. And now, with this Levi's ad drama, she's proving she's still on the hunt for any excuse to drag her. Honestly, it's giving obsessed. And the irony? Every time Megyn opens her mouth about Beyoncé, she's just proving how relevant and powerful Beyoncé still is, even to her critics. So, what do y'all think? Was Megyn Kelly out of line with this latest Levi's comment? Or is this just another chapter in her ongoing anti-Beyoncé saga? Drop your thoughts below, because you know this feud isn't over.
That just has you so uptight, bent up. Like, girl, you need to go to your husband and tell him you need to lay that pipe on you, right? Because something about you is just so uptight to where that lady just gets you all crunched up. Like, now you're talking about the lady's ad campaign, the latest one she got with Levi. Talking about, oh, it's the exact opposite from Sydney Sweeney. It's giving artificial. Girl, shut the fuck up. That shit with Sydney Sweeney was racist as hell, talking about, oh, I got great genes because the girl is basic as hell, blonde with blue eyes and all that other white shit. Shut up. Beyonce is a natural lady. Was okay, she had a blonde wig on. What is your problem? At first, you was mad when the girl was talking about she wasn't selling no tickets, and then she used your sound of you being stupid on her concert when she packing out arenas, and you mad about that. Not a lady coming out with an ad campaign, and you mad about that. Girl, just your husband must be in love with her. You just mad. Something is going on with you, girl. You must want to get out black lady so bad, and it makes you mad that when you look at your pale skin, it just irks you that you ain't got that melanin in it. You need to get a life. You need to get something going on for you. Nobody cares about that stupid ass podcast you got. Nobody cares about what you do. Shut up. You clearly need that, and somebody needs to give it to you. I'm sick of you opening up your goddamn jaws to spew out nothing but bullshit and hate. Like, girl, you even have a basic ass name, Megyn Kelly. Girl, you got 2 first names. Your parents didn't even care enough about you to give you some authenticity to your name. Like, girl, you ain't even special. Shut up. Like, seriously, take a moment. Internalize your self-hatred. Deal with that. Go to therapy for that. Shut up, because how you is not cool. Come back when you are. You'll never be cool, actually. So don't ever come back. Because if you come back again, don't ever come back.
Let's talk about Megyn Kelly and the Beyonce's Levi's ad. Because some white women stay playing dumb when it comes to black excellence. You said Beyonce's ad was fake and paid for and trying too hard. But here's the real issue. You are not mad about the jeans. You are mad that a black woman can embody beauty, power, and legacy effortlessly. Now let's break this down. You compare Beyonce's Levi's ad to Sydney Sweeney's American Eagle ad, calling one natural and the other artificial. But here's the thing. Sydney Sweeney is a natural brunette. Beyonce is a black woman wearing blonde hair. So if your issue is natural, why aren't you calling out Sydney? Because it was never about hair. It's about heritage. Let's get into genetics. There are black people with naturally blonde hair and blue eyes. Ever heard of the Melanesians and the Solomon Islands? That's not bleach. That's biology. That's science. And that's Africa. So when you call Beyonce fake, you're exposing your ignorance, because black genetics are vast. Our hair, our skin, our eyes, we created the blueprint. But here's the real gag. Beyonce was selling Levi's. Sydney Sweeney's ad was selling whiteness. The Levi's campaign showed denim on different bodies, different genders, different stories. The American Eagle campaign gave you the 1950s white picket Americana fantasy while erasing everyone else. One promoted genes, the other promoted exclusion. And if you can't tell the difference between inclusion, fashion, and coded racism, then maybe you're not qualified to comment on culture, period. So no, Megan, Beyonce doesn't scream fake. She screams legacy. She screams evolution. She screams everything you fear in a black woman. Power, pride, and presence. And that's why you are uncomfortable. Because whiteness doesn't know how to compete with the heritage it tried to erase.
Don't let them do this. Don't let them create this fucking fake fight. There's no fight. The only people fighting is them. MAGA wants to make this about Sydney Sweeney versus Beyonce, and wants to do dog whistles against Beyonce, and wants to, like, you know, pretend like Sydney Sweeney is one of theirs. It's not. Politics doesn't have to be like this. Not everything has to be Fox versus MS, Megyn Kelly, white versus black, authentic versus inauthentic. I am Megyn Kelly, one of the most inauthentic people in all of the news, and I'm going to judge someone for their level of authentic. You don't have to do this. You just don't. I choose not to. I choose to make fun of them. I choose to point and laugh at the MAGA world that is so obsessed with this that they can't just enjoy the pleasures of Get Me Bodied or Lemonade, you know, without feeling like they need to pick a